It's sports ball day, everybody! Sports ball. Yeah, sports ball. We love our sports ball. Sports ball. Sports ball. Okay, we'll turn the volume down. Because that is ridiculously loud. Like, it still feels loud. Hopefully the music is fine in the background, but it still feels a smidge loud to me. Okay. We're good. I'm not 3 minutes late. I've been here, okay? I've been here the entire time. Don't you tell... A wizard arrives precisely when he means to, and I am a wizard. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're enjoying your Thursday. Hopefully, right? Hopefully, yeah. Good Thursday? Good Thursday? Yeah, maybe. Sorta, kinda, questionably, possibly, lovably, huggably, kissably. I am some of those things. Some of those things I am. It is interesting. Interesting. Day before payday. Good to know, Jeffrey. I will hit you up tomorrow. Good to know. But yeah, it's I don't really know what to say about this arc. Like, I'm glad it's done. I'm glad it's over. I can only hope for better. It's ends tomorrow finally. I haven't even bothered with this. I honestly haven't even been bothering with the ticket stuff. I've been saving up my tickets. I've not even been screwing around with this stuff. I've been saving them. I've got 70 tickets saved up now. After I do today's, I'll be at 80 tickets. I'm just so glad this is done, man. I'm telling y'all, this has been roughy. Oh, shout out to Barcelona. That's in Wisconsin. Shout out Wisconsin. Always good to see our Wisconsin people here. Shout out Wisconsin. Love us some Wisconsin. Howdy and who dat to you, Solidarity. We will be there'll be draft stuff later on. And War Dog, you're not late. We just started, baby. We just started. We're doing well. How are you, War Dog? Good to see you. Simon says Spain. I don't know what Spain is. Spain, like your favorite letter of the alphabet? I know what Spain is. But welcome from Barcelona. If your name was different, I would think that you're Philip, who used to work for Scopely, visiting. But alas, that's not your display name. Unless you're smart enough to change your name. What's up, Bob Parrish? And yeah, Scotland's pretty cool. If you like haggis. It's pretty dope. Hey, Server 181, Z-Salt. 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 Sound like you're from Eastern Europe and like you do strongman for a living. What's your name? My name is Z-Salt. I lived Atlas Stone. Like, okay, Z-Salt. That's cool. That's cool, Z-Salt. Good to see you here. Server 16 in the house. What's up? And whiskey. Yeah, y'all do have a send me some. Send me a bottle. Send me a bottle. Bob says still got that massive picture of you on the video wall. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Right now, War Dog Server 10 is winning between Server 10 and Server 18, and I think 130 through one. I'd have to check on the EO server. I don't want to say because I really don't. I'm not sure. Oh gosh. Let me. Sorry guys. I gotta start sending my. It's a flight time of 14 minutes, but we gotta start heading that way. And then I've been mining lately, just because there's. I've been so bored with the game. By the way, I'm gonna get to your questions. I've been mining. What is up, Epi? Love you. I love you. Big time, long time, sexy man. Big time. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of mining lately. That's how bored I've been. Swarm modders are so bad. I mean, there's some really good crews versus swarm modders to make it easier, but the actual running and having to go through the process is, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I would agree with that statement. And I hate that because I like the idea of Armadas. I really do. The idea of Armadas is dope. I just don't like how it's played out at all. For almost any Armadas. Shout out server 17 and server 57, and also shout out server 45. Haven't seen a 45 player in quite some time, so shout out to you. As we get our mining on, yeah. Zach says, I wish the Armada respawn rates was better for the rares and the epics. Agreed, the spawn rates are pretty bad. Some of the spawn rates getting over 20 hours. Crazy. Very rare for that, but I mean, you're usually going to wait 8 to 12 hours for some of those. That's pretty crazy. It's based on the level of the Armada. So the higher level of the Armada, the longer it takes. England reigns on server 174. Wow, England still has control of something. I guess that's good for them. Bob says, I'm underwhelmed with Jayla. Jayla is good in a couple scenarios, like versus Borgmadas. But yeah, I mean, she's not in general super great. Is No One Shall going to do one on merger battles? I don't know, Joseph. He is on server 18, so you would think that he's the perfect candidate to do that. I actually waited a couple days before I did my video just to see if he was going to do one, and since he didn't, I was like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, it's all good. All right, 35 through 39 need to merge. All of them, Jeffrey? Just all of them? Just merge everything. The whole range together. Server 30 needs a merge. We were just talking about that on server 30 the other day. Simon says, when you're going to give us your opinion on whether it's worth going beyond level 39 with the new Franklin refinery. Simon, I actually was planning on doing a video about that, this week, but we could talk about that now. I'm still waiting a little bit. I'm waiting for my researches, and I don't believe that they are done updating the various economy updates. That doesn't mean I'm saying for you to hold back. But, yeah, definitely. Definitely. And by the way, Epi, just got that, man. Thank you so much. I actually know exactly what it's going to a business expense, Epi. I've got a giveaway I'm doing on the other YouTube channel with the football stuff because the NFL draft's today. So you're helping pay for the NFL draft. Thank you. Appreciate that. John says 35 is fine. Don't hex us with that. Like, okay. Oh, should I do this? And this is, y'all tell me, because there's 130 of y'all watching at the moment. And by the way, please share this out so we can get as many people in here as possible, as always. But should I do like a type of a poll where I try to find servers that actually do want to merge? I mean, if you get 40 people from server, I'm just pulling out numbers, 22 who are like, yeah, we want it. Could that be something people are interested in? Like, are there people who actually want server merges, and are there people who don't? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Photon tokens, when are we getting them? Wow, you're getting Photon tokens when I have an update. I will let you know. I don't have an update for Photon tokens. Sorry. I don't have an update, but I'm going to get asked anyway. I'm going to get asked about Photon tokens. Yeah, I don't have an update. If I did, I would tell you immediately. I would definitely tell you. Hey, Craig, how you doing? Looks like polls are wanted and more lag. We need more lag. Yeah, Julian, I'm down for more lag if you are. I'm down for more. Chris says put a banner at the top. Oh, I got a banner for you. Hold on. I got a banner for you. Bam. House fund. There's your banner. I knew we were missing something to make this stream complete. Mining and banners. That's what we needed. James wants more options for hostile grinding. Did that video. Did you check out the video? I asked for them for that. Just waiting. Can I stop by your base and check it out? That's a weird request. But sure, I guess. Who asked that? Like, who's like, yo, let me see your base. All right, cool, I guess. I'll send you the cords. I don't care. It's just kind of weird. There you go. Oh, Joseph, thank you for the donation. We say this all the time. If you want to donate, hit up that PayPal, that Venmo link. Greatly appreciated. Joseph says, what's your opinion on the loophole of the cheat being stopped by hopping around to bring down build times? You think devs will reverse course? I don't agree with that. I strongly feel that that benefited more players. It wasn't hurt. I don't see that how that fixes anything. If the whole idea was that was to help fix the mechanic of people like leaving certain alliances and joining other alliances just for territory capture and then going back, I don't think that helps at all. I literally think that does nothing. I really feel like the stopping the helps on jumps just hurts people. And I think I kind of get why. It's so they can push like the second researcher, push the second builder, and push the prime repairs and everything. Maybe that's up. I just think that was really stupid. I really disagree with that. I'm not saying they're stupid. I think that decision was stupid. Like, I feel like the players as a whole didn't ask for that. And I do feel like there were some who did. I do. Yes, there were people who had an issue with that. Because on some servers, that is an issue. And I'm not saying it's not. But I don't feel like that was like one of those extreme things that like you had thousands of players reaching out like, please stop this. And I don't know. I'm very, very, very unhappy about that one. But at the same time, I just know it's not going to change. So, hey, Loop, how you doing, buddy? Shout out 135. Well, last time I checked, I, in fact, am a corporeal being. Bam! Star Trek reference. Howdy, Bobby. How are you doing? Random Hero. NFL Draft. Almost forgot about it, but in Germany, it's at 2 in the morning. Yeah, that starts in about 5 hours. 5 hours. I'm looking forward to doing that. Hey, Sasquatch. How you doing, buddy? Craig told us to shut up about something, so I don't know what it was, but let's see. Simon also said if someone went past 39, would it be a good idea to skip the jelly and go straight to something like a Valdor? No, it would not. The jelly is going to be your primary grinder for 4-star when it comes to hostile grinding and everything to do your dailies. So you're going to want to have the jelly. That's why I built mine. Now, I'm not really leveling mine right now. I'm waiting for events and stuff, but this will be my primary grinder in the 40s. So it is important to get there. And Andrew, yeah, I wouldn't say sick is the right word, but it's the allergies from pollen and stuff. Hey, yeah, server 20, shout out, Charles. But like, I'm not sick. It's just drainage from all the pollen and the wonderfulness of living in the southern U.S. It's awesome sauceum. So yeah, I promise you, I'm not dying. And no, Curly Fries, the Intrepid's ability does not work versus Armadas. Does not. Some bad allergies. Yeah, Julian, it's rough. And Angelo, yes, Pipe Moreau and Jayla do work together for swarm dailies. You get extra shots. You'll get +2 instead of +1. Still not sure if that's the best loadout versus the swarms, but it is very good. It is very good. Server 30, shout out Joseph. I see you, buddy. Showed out. Hey, we be rocking till the wheels fall off. We don't trade because the game has no trade mechanic, which is also stupid. Will they ever allow trade? Unlikely. I had an idea for that I turned in last year. They said they liked it. It might come eventually. And even then, that wasn't really a trading system. It was like an inventory system for alliances so that you could deposit and withdraw from. So I don't actually see them ever putting a real market in the game. Like a market for players to use, because why would you need to buy things? You could just get whales to give you things they don't need anymore. People like Epifano have got tons of stuff they don't need anymore. They can just give away. Hey, what's up, Harmonica Luke? And hey, Dende, love you in Dragon Ball Z. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. All right, I got to get some new music because this music is awful. Here, we'll do this one. There we go. A little bit of a happier and poppier. Well, let's see. Shout out to server 28. We're actively draining our server's main griefer. Oh, man. I like griefers. I'm a griefer. You're a griefer. We're all griefers. Well, rip him. Shield or share. Them's the rules. Should have shielded. Wouldn't have happened. Should have shielded. Wouldn't have happened. Can I ask y'all a question? Can I ask y'all a question? Like, can I ask your opinion about a game thing? Is that cool? Can I do that? Chris says, when is the big update? Big update for what, Chris? What are you talking about? Big update for what? Andrew said, no, I can't ask the question. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Andrew. Sasquatch says ask away, but Andrew specifically said no, so we can't do it. I can't be myself with y'all. I have to be somebody else. I can't vent my fear. I can't vent my desires. I just got to answer questions like a little monotonous data drone. Just yes, no, 42, Alpha Centauri, Beta Quintessential 6, 6 and 10, 23. All right, cool. My question is, and I really want y'all's honest take, because y'all know that my entire premise has been helping out the average player. So for me personally, I'm in an alliance that I've been with for about a year and a half. I love the people. Love them. They are great people. When I first joined them, we were around rank 6 or rank 7. Over time, with server wars and different things happening, they have fallen to rank 11. And what this means is things like alliance leaderboards and different events, I'm just not getting good rewards on. And I'm also missing out on, like, I don't get to do swarm modas like I can with a lot of other people. So it's falling back content-wise. And honestly, as big as I am about being loyal to alliances, especially lower-level alliances, I'm thinking about moving into the top 3 or minimum top 5. Maybe top 7. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Bill says, go watch the first part of your cow video. Well, that's the thing. We always finish cow. That's never a problem. But I don't know. I'm thinking about leaving, but I have mixed feelings about it. And I don't know. It's like I feel guilty. Also, Beer, I got to go blow my nose. Like there's a thing stuck right here. Beer. Like a chair stream for like 5 seconds. All right, I'm back. So just to give y'all a quick pro tip, if y'all don't know this, Kleenex in the freezer. Just pulled these bad boys out. Now I blew my nose already, so y'all didn't have to hear the grossness, but I am gonna do a little thorough wipe. And oh my gosh, the cold Kleenex feels so good on my snout. That is a pro tip for all y'all out there. Pro tip. Kleenex in the freezer. Game changer. Game changer. All right, can we get back to what we were talking about? Okay, Random says, quick, raid him, he's gone. Thankfully, I've got a shield up. But yeah, anyway, about the leaving, it looks like most of y'all are saying that just go ahead and move. And the number 2 alliance will for sure take me. The number 1 alliance might take me if I beg them. Number 3, probably. Chaos, I don't really know many people in Chaos, but I'm sure if I asked, I could. And then Tash is currently not open, but it's a maybe. It's a maybe. Here's their people. Sully, actually, good dude. I played with him. He's in my alliance a long time ago. So let's see. Frost says, what servers are you in? Oh, man. Way too many. Server 20, server 43, server 32, server 51, server 48, server 189. Too many. Too many. Show your strongest player. All right, fine. You crazy folks. That would be Wing Saber. Which he's only 84 right now, so I'm pretty sure he's off mining because I've seen him a lot higher than 84. But that's our strongest. Johnny says go for Iron Armada. Johnny, are you in Iron Armada? Yeah. Jeffrey says number 1 should take you. Well, fun fact, there's history between me and Iron Armada, and it's not good history. I actually led their like Training Alliance IR, and that kind of fell apart. And yeah, lots of drama. Lots of drama. Chris, if you pay to get my account to where this one currently is, I will come to your server. Come to your server. And I'm not saying, like, I'm definitely not saying F them. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that they might not be willing to take. Like, I don't hold grudges or anything. Like, I have no problem with any of these people. But, like, there's drama. As soon as you get into the top 3 of, like, any server, there's drama, you know? That's just how it is. There's drama everywhere. And I just try to ignore that. I try to stay in my lane now. I really try to not be part of all that craziness. But it's also unavoidable sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, you can't help but be part of the drama. I mean, it is what it is. Nice, Andrew. Yeah, I mean, Wing is a cool dude who has spent a lot of money. A lot of money. But I'm thinking about moving now so that I can get in before the new arc and everything. And here are my 39s. I'll make sure I put the right crew on. Okay, I did. Boss says, I can relate. I'm in the number 1 alliance and we are really chill, but you will always be the main focus and drama. Yep, 100%. 100%. The highest level player in my current alliance? Yeah, that's a good question, Fry. Let me show you. So if we come to my alliance, and what ends up happening is we continually get like rated for our top players. So the highest is 43. Some of our core players who are now like 46 got recruited by other high alliances. So I am right now, I'm the 6th highest, and I shouldn't be the 6th highest. Like, there's been plenty of people stronger than me. So it's anyway, the new arc should be in May, Julian, in May. We still got a little bit, but I'm not, I mean, like, I'm ranked when I am not in full mining mode. I'm like ranked 250 on the server, so it's not like I'm a powerhouse either, but for content reasons I'm really getting left back, and it kind of sucks. Yeah, Andy, I purposely save a lot of my buildings and my researches and stuff. Well, not research, but my buildings for events. So I've still got a lot of stuff that's like 37 and everything. And that's intentional though. That's intentional. Pat says, do you know anything about the server merges? Yeah. Well, what questions do you have? What questions do you have? I'm going to go hit this one over here. Sasquatch says, who do you best fit with in the top 5 mentality? Well, my server, honestly, they're all the same. They're just different. And what I mean by different is they're different people. But truthfully, they're not very different in terms of style. Everybody hits OPC. Everybody hits warships. You know, there's not really much of a difference in those regards. Like, there's not some super heavy row where they're like, yo, you can't hit this in this space at this given time. That doesn't happen on mine. So, Sean, for what ships to skip in the 20s, all the 26 ships, so like the D3, Legionary, Mayflower, skip those. I would skip the Kira. You can build the Voclus. Kumari is kind of up to you. And then the Saladin, Vidar, and Stella are all must builds. And then, of course, the Discovery. And then, obviously, you're going to want a Franklin. Basically, all the specialty ships you want. And then you basically can build the Voclus and the Saladin on top of the specialty ships. This is going to take forever. And I really don't want to start Swarm Armadas. It's going to take forever. 39s only give... Yeah, this is not going to work. I'm just going to do my dailies. Screw it. I'm not blowing another 1,000. Like, I blew 1,000 to get Jayla shards, but I'm not doing... How many Swarm Armadas do I need? So, launch a level 78, which I can't even reach, would top me off. I don't know. I'm probably not going to fool with it. When do you think it'll be? Okay, so there's not like a time frame, Pat, for each individual server to get a merge. It happens based on each individual server's unique circumstance, like population, activity, things like that. So there's not like a rolling schedule where this server is planning to get merged and then this server is planning to get merged. It's one of those things that when they start noticing a trend of downward momentum, then they'll come around and pick a pair. And no, Tracy, I do not have Jayla. I am about 20 short, which is one of the reasons I'm talking about getting into another alliance, is because I'm missing out on things like those rewards and everything. I'm missing out on extra funds in my event store. I'm missing out on some of these officers that I'm not able to get a hold of. Yeah, Andy, I can't kill 50 level 39s without going through like 15 or 16 Franklin A's. Screw that. Screw that. Screw that hard. Screw that really hard. And let's see what Raymond says. Raymond says, hello from server 15 in Puerto Rico. Shout out to Puerto Rico. You should be a state. I did read Scopely instructions on the takeover and watched your patch 24 about it. But is the takeover calculated by seconds and added at the end of the minute? No. It's right as that minute rolls over, the points get added. If it was by like individual seconds, then you would have like fractions and decimal points for the point system. My football channel is Who Dat Confessional. You can just you can Google it, YouTube it. It's all on YouTube. But Who Dat Confessional. I covered the Saints professionally for 3 years, and probably not going to be able to do it this year because COVID killed that job. But that is something I did and was a fun little part of my life. And now I'm a professional gamer. That was a weird little like caw. All right, one more and I'm done with 39s. And then I'm going to head down to the 35s. And then I'll head down to the 32s. I can usually do this in one hole if I pay attention. Hey, Pat, I appreciate the thank you. And yeah, shout out to all the other 15. Shout out Marath. Haven't seen you here in a while. Where you been, Marath? Where you been? The Realtor signing up for Cadet. Thank you for supporting the channel, Realtor. That means a lot to me. If anybody wants to donate to the house fund, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, remember those three are the ways to donate to the house fund. You get your name on the wall. Now you can support monthly like we're doing right here, which is fantastic. But if you want to get your name on the wall for the house fund, click the PayPal link, donate. We greatly appreciate everything. John says, my Impress Me event only costs 500 directives this time for some reason. Well, screw you, John, because that's not how it worked for me. Epi says, how much spaces am I getting? All right, Epi. So I'm only going to say this to Epi because he's a whale. So I'm not like money shaming anybody in here, okay? I'm only telling Epi because he's a random whale who just is one of the few whales who's very generous. So Epi, hear what I'm about to say and know that I love you. Right now, Epi, you're not even in the top 5 of people who've donated. Just want to let you know that. I love you, though. I love you. Like, for real. You're one of my favorite people ever. And you've always been very supportive for a long time. But you're currently not even in the top 5 of donators. So, I just wanted to let you know that. So, anyway. Next up. Yeah. Shame, James. Shame. Oh, happy. Shame. So, get back to our grinding. Yeah, Zoomer. I agree, Zoomer. Show us the money, Epi. Show us the money, Epi. Oh, yeah, I was going to show the Impress Me event before I got distracted. Chris says time to take a page from Scopely. I don't even know what that means, and I probably don't want to know. So my Impress Me event, I had to start and get 10,000 points at level 39. My alliance could not compete in them, so I didn't get any for winning. I only would have needed to do, what? 7, 8 if I could beat them. But I couldn't, and I had to get 100,000. Yeah, I think we're all here for whale shaming. Chris, we actually do have a house fund leaderboard that actually exists. I track all that because I track all the names. So here, what I'll do is I'll show you real quick. I know most people don't care, so don't worry. We'll get back to game stuff in just a second. But here, let's do this one. And then we'll just move this screen over here. Where is that pulling from? Is it over here? Oh, okay. So like right there. See, we got a list of everybody who's donated. Now I've blacked out the names because I don't want to share people's real names. But as you can see, there actually is a list that we're tracking of people who've donated over the past 2 months to the house fund. So, Epi, now you know, if you want to be the biggest name, you got some catching up to do. Craig says, why shame the whale? Just because we're used to getting shamed. It's free to play, so it's fun. Let's see what else. Wait, Dare says, hi mate, right back at you. Jonah says 100 points for each blue shard for level 30 Impress Me event. How can they differ? They could lower the requirements by like a factor of 10. War Dog said can't see. Oh well, there's an Excel spreadsheet. Okay, just trust me that there is one. I just don't want to. My main thing is I don't want to show people's names. I don't want to do that. I don't want people's real names out there because people are weird. Craig says I'm free to play. So Craig is our habitual liar, and you know it's something that he's working on. We're praying that he gets over that. And Brian says, how much does Epi have to donate for you to get an Epi tattoo? Jeez. Honestly, I have no tattoos. So that would be my first tattoo. A very large amount, because the biggest donation that we've had so far did not get a tattoo. So it had to be pretty big. Nadal says, got drained by a giant whale in a matter of minutes. Very annoying. Well, Nadal, then you must not have had a lot of resources. Yeah, Andy, I laughed at that too about Craig being free to play. It's like, no, not at all. Not at all. Felipe says, crew for Jayla, just unlocked her. So you can run Pike Marode Jayla versus regular Swarm, and get lots of kills. I personally like 5 of 10, 6 of 10 Jayla in Swarmadas. That's really, really good. 5 of 10, 6 of 10 Jayla and Swarmadas. What's wrong? There's nothing wrong with free-to-play, Phil. Free-to-play is awesome. Almost all my accounts are free-to-play. Like, this one is not. The main account is not free-to-play. But all the other ones, like the 28, the 26, etc., those are all free-to-play. Chris says, hey, I didn't realize how great both of these new mining officers were, Mackinnon and DuPont. When they put new people in like that, do they eventually end up in permanent elite packs? They do eventually give ways to get those. Yes, they do. If you notice, they've been in the event store. So... And Andy, I saw Tebow doing that. Fun fact, if you didn't know this, the New Orleans Saints and Sean Payton actually asked Tim Tebow to do that about 5 years ago, and he said no. So there's your fun little fact. Fun little fact. Nobody asked for that fun fact, but fun fact. Free to play is great unless everyone kills you. Free to play is great regardless. And shout out Mermaid. Much love to you as well. I would love to be your Valentine. Hit me up next February. Me and you together forever. Angel says, or Epi says, okay, so for the big donation, what good clue can you give me about the next arc? Show me the next arc, Rev. Wow. So that's a lot of pressure. You want the actual truth? I don't know. I really don't. I have nothing for this next arc. I have 0. No leaks this time. Last time I had leaks. Last like 8 times I've had leaks. Not this one. I can go over some of the stuff that I've got saved. But like I know some things that are coming, but I don't know when they're coming. Does that make sense? Like I know some things are coming. I just have no idea when. For example, let me see. I'm pulling in. I've got folders of info, if that makes sense. So I'm looking through, just trying to see if I see anything. I don't even remember if some of this has been done already. Like I've got certain tickets and stuff that I knew was coming. Ticket systems, like this ticket system's been used. This ticket system's been used. Easter's already passed, so that's done. A lot of my notes they feel outdated. I really don't know exactly what's coming. Like the transporter pattern update has been, I don't want to say approved because it makes it sound like it's coming down soon, but they've already been working on that. That's coming. You've got away missions coming soon. So there's things coming. I just don't know exactly what's coming in the next week or two. I don't. Like Photon tokens. I know Photon tokens are being actively worked on. For a while, we thought Photon tokens had stalled and they were going nowhere. I know what it is, Craig. They got mad that Rev Deuce was hearing things, and now they're just being more quiet and close to the vest, which is cool. I really don't. My thing is, being able to hint new stuff is not the biggest thing for me. Me being able to provide feedback to the dev team and have that type of correspondence is way more important than me knowing what's coming 2 weeks, 2 months from now. That's way more important. But does Scopely have a suggestion box? So I shoot a lot of that stuff to Scopely just one-on-one, and that's the thing. But I will take videos where y'all have a lot of ideas, and we'll submit those. And we've actually had devs go down the list before, which is really cool. But yeah, it's I really don't have any juicy things today. I would say tune into DJ. DJ obviously has a good ear to all these things as well, and he has the NDA. So when they say, yeah, you can say this, he usually gets to say some really cool stuff. So check out the podcast. But I really don't know. What I want it to be is the next generation. That's what I want it to be. But I have no clue. If it is, they've hoodwinked me, and I've not been able to find out. Which is cool. As long as I can still continue to work with the devs and get feedback, that works. That works. So. All right, what other questions that we have? Samurai says, I'm a new player. How do I get the 7-day chest? The highest I get has been 24 hours. So the 7-day is if you save up these loyalty tokens for 7 days. So you're going to get one of these every day that you complete. You save up 7 loyalty badges, and then you get the 7-day chest. Do you know what server you're on? By chance? Epi says, I want it, but I'm afraid they'll offer level 60 with TNG. There are new levels coming. That is happening. Like, the level cap is not staying at 50 forever. So they will raise the cap, and they will have new stuff. Once again, I don't know when that is going to be, but that is going to happen. So, you know what? I got to collect my stuff. I love the biotic. Biotic. I like how some people want me to say it biotic. I'm like, no. I'm going to say it how I want to say it. Biotic. Are you a biotic? Because I'm a biotic. We're a biotic. We're all biotics. Fallen says, I would drop 10,000 to get Picard. Holy crap, Fallen. Please tell me you're joking. Please tell me that is a really good joke. And Phil, I'm glad that I'm a helpful guy. I hope to be more helpful to you in the future. Let's see, we got some messages. Who we got messages from? Ooh, Tash messaged me. Says, hey, saw your live stream. If you're looking for a new alliance, I can talk to our leadership and get you a spot. Don't have a lot of dead weight, if any, but we can work it out. Oh, well, appreciate that, Q, if you're still watching. And like I said, that's in consideration. I am open to looking around. One of the drawbacks if I join the top 3 is I'll be in a constant state of war for forever. So that would suck. But the pros would be all the rewards that you get and everything. So pro, con. And yeah, it's something I'm looking into. Something I'll look into. Back to the, I lost my, there it is. Vegas says, I don't know about 10,000, but 1,000 for Picard should be a good investment. Holy crap. Y'all need to calm down. Can y'all calm down? Good Lord. I'm over here spending $20 a month thinking I'm blowing a lot of money. Y'all crazy. The free-to-play is where it's at. Real grind is the free-to-play grind. Yeah. I'm proud of my free-to-play grinds. Like, I'm proud it took me a year to get the jelly. I don't know why I'm proud, but I'm proud. I'm proud. Took a year, and I'm proud. OG says, I can see if the next generation drops, I could drop hundreds so they could hold off for a few months. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. If the Enterprise D skin is there, I'm going to want to buy it. But then I know it's going to be an auction, so there's no way I can win. There's no way There's no way. Greg says the original series of Star Trek II Con. Well, they've already done the original series, so they would have to be coming back to that in a future run. Sasquatch says in January I dropped 12,000 to build a bunch of ships and go from 32 to 39. Sasquatch, as long as you're happy, I don't care what you spend your money on, but could I have half of that? Could I have 1/10 of that to my house fund? Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. Andy says, I just passed on going for the Terra because the content creator told me not to. I'm going to be happy if we've got the TNG next week and there's a D skin. Yeah, I mean, I think the USS Terror is a good skin and it works, but I can already complete my swarm dailies without it, without trouble. So I don't really want to go that route right now. I just don't feel like it's the most valuable of the skins. Like, I feel like the Stella skin's probably a little bit more valuable because there's more of a grind to the research aspect of the Stella and everything. The Terra skin's still good and it works. If I was on a limited run of what I could get and collect, I would hold off on getting that one. Let's see, are we done yet? How many more we need? All right, we got that one to do. Sasquatch says if I had it, I would drop that on you, Rev. I mean, cool. I appreciate it. I'll keep that in mind the next time you tell me that you've got money. I'm going to hit you up. No one shall. Definitely agree. Terror is a nice skin. 100%. Somebody just sent me a random word. I don't know what it means. And no one shall is here to tell us nothing. Because he doesn't give out hints. That's not his game. He doesn't like it. Abraham says, I want the Vidar skin. That's another good one. I like that Vidar skin. It's like my thing with the Franklin A skin or the USS Trevor skin is it's good. It's just, is it worth you blowing through all the uncommons and everything needed to get it? And I just don't know if that is because they are auctions. They are auctions. So. Sasquatch says, give me 3 months. Definitely. Dude, for sure. Yeah. Is it next week an off week for the arcs? So generally, yeah, we have an off week between arcs, and that off week should start. So what I'm gonna need to do quotation fingers. What usually happens is you get Crucible of War, you get Cal. Sometimes you get a bonus refinery between arcs, and it usually lasts a week. And we'll see if they continue with that format. If they do, then yeah, we'll have a week, and then we'll go into the new arc. All right, this should be my final. All right, good. Now I can head home, swap out, and get my auger out. Woohoo! When is the Rev Deuce cover album coming out? Just the cover? Like just the cover of the album? I can make one on Photoshop later today if you just want the cover. Alex says, are repair times cost scaled for the actual damage? Meaning, if it's 25% damage, is the repair cost 25% of full repair? Yeah, right at. I mean, it's not a 1-to-1 percentage, but that's right at how it works. So there's a lot of research and stuff that goes into cost and everything. But yeah, that is the general idea. The costs are just stupid expensive. Fleb says highway robbery research for the Stella is easier to go for than the skin for free to play and gives a good drop bonus. Yes, no arguments. No arguments there at all. Mermaid says no one shall is trying to lurk, but his cloaking device isn't working. I can feel that. I can feel that. No one shall is awesome though, so y'all go give him a hug, a kiss, and make sure you use lots of tongue action because he likes that. He likes tongue action. What other questions do we have? Greg says, I've got Mara maxed. Will Scopely give out transporter patterns for Swarm Sundays? Yeah, so even though it's going to show you as collecting Mara, you're getting transporter patterns, and you can track that by checking your actual transporter pattern store, and it'll continue to grow with you. So Jeremiah says, I need 10 days of faction hunt. I'm starting to need that because I'm getting really, really low on my XP for my officers. So I need that. What I really need to do is I need to max out my Romulan. I'm literally 1.8 away. I just need to go ahead and do that in a day and grind that. I just need to get down to it, stop being lazy, and go grind it. I also need to start doing more Eclipse because I'm now out of my coins. What are these called? I forget them. Whatever those are, I'm out. So I need to go get some more. And yeah, we need to run more Armada. So much to do, so much to see. What's wrong with taking the back street? Throwback, if y'all remember. Throwback. Do it in Tycho Core. Lube, that's gonna... That... I don't think that would actually... I think that's about the same. Tycho Core's Romulan boost is about the same as me running it in, like, Alpha Centauri or something. I'd have to do the math, but... What was I doing? Oh, Scoundrel. What's the best Armada crew for the Enterprise? Well, it depends on what everybody else is running, but... I personally like 5 of 10 as captain, always. Then Kirk on the side. And if you have somebody running Burning, Ash Tyler. If not, Khan. No one shall. I don't care if you start drinking. Drinking's good. Just behave yourself. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Just don't go too far. Know your limits. I actually had to do an IT job yesterday. And the lady I was doing the IT job for was giving me shots of whiskey. And I didn't know if I was about to end up in Penthouse magazine or what. But yeah, I ended up having like 4 shots. It's like, you should try this one. Then you should try this one. Taste this one. I'm like, okay. Like, I gotta drive home, lady. I gotta go home now. I gotta go home. That was almost an interesting story time. Collecting my officers. Oh. Daniel says, I'm on the way to Publix for beer. Been a long, aggravating day. I think everybody's having a really rough Thursday. I'm having a rough Thursday. And Philip, burning is 1% of the current hull. 1% of the current hull. Do. Ba, 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 ba. Lucas, you are right that Tycho Core is going to give you more speed ups and repairs and stuff. But my thing is I'm just doing it for rep. So it's kind of a hit and miss. Sasquatch says when you're down, stare at a clown. That's creepy because clowns are scary. Clowns will eat your life and your soul. They'll eat your soul. Comitis means tomato, by the way. Soji just taught me that. Taught me what the word tomato is in their language. By the way, y'all, we need more questions. Invite your people from your servers. I know I'm entertaining, and if I gotta take the shirt off and rub myself, I will. But I'd rather answer questions about the game or about football because that's what my day is kind of be. As always, going deep space for rep, Craig. I'm not going all the way out there to grind. You out of your mind if you think I'm doing all that. That is way too long flight time. Screw that. Screw that. So Tycho Core is still best in terms of overall for as deep as I can go. Also, I hate doing Tycho Core because the 2 factions I'm going to grind up to billion are Klingon and Rom. So, Death Star! I asked a question 3 times, you keep skipping them. Well, then keep asking, Death Star. I got 260 people here. So just keep asking. I promise I'm not purposely skipping you. I do love you. Like, I'm scrolling right now, and I don't even see your question. I really don't. There's just a lot of people here, so just keep asking. We'll get to it. I really don't see your question. I just scrolled up several scrolls. And I really don't see it. So, yeah, just ask again. Okay, yeah, it looks like he copy-pasted. Death Star says, hey, Rev Deuce, is the no affiliation of Jayla meant to be? She really needs that synergy. She should be associated with the Enterprise crew or at minimum Scotty and Kirk. No, she's not meant to be part of that crew. She is not. But you think about it, she's not Starfleet. So that doesn't make any sense for her to be Starfleet. But yeah, let's scroll down so we can take a look and talk about her. So Jayla is her own being. And here's the scavenger, which I don't need. Her captain's maneuver doesn't matter to me. This is what matters. The when Franklin is fighting swarm hostiles, +1 on the shots. And yeah, I mean, that's the big bonus. Short says she did join Starfleet in the end. We're not. Come on. We're reaching short trips. We're reaching there, Kenny. I know, but come on. Because when you talk about this crew, what's the crew called? The Enterprise crew. She's not on the Enterprise. They did not put that woman on the Enterprise. Abraham says Jayla shows at the end of the Borg crew for me. Now, I've not tested her. Does she synergize with the Borg crew? I don't remember. I do run her with 5-6 Jaylas, is what I recommend everybody, just because I did the math on it. But I never really think about her captain's ability. Cadet Jayla. Yeah, we can have a Cadet Jayla. There we go. There's your new character. There you go. The Jayla group. 270 watching, only 37 thumbs up. Tony says hit the like button. Y'all should hit the like button. I mean, it does help. Weird as it is, YouTube tracks that stuff. So, yeah. That would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button. Boop, boop, ba-doo, boop, ba-doo, boop, ba-doo, boo. Man, they're talking about Aaron Rodgers getting traded? No way. I don't see that happening. All right, so Adam Schefter, I know this is not game, but Adam Schefter just said Aaron Rodgers is so disgruntled with the Green Bay Packers that he's told someone within the organization that he does not want to return to the team. Wow, that's pretty dope. That's crazy. Anyway, back to Star Trek. That's pretty crazy, though. It's pretty crazy. Michael says, Rev, football question. Do you think Jacksonville will do a last-minute trade for the first overall, or do you think they keep the pick? I think they keep it. I mean, they could make a play for Aaron Rodgers, apparently, but I think they keep it. I think they keep it. I know they're not 100% on Lawrence, though. They're flipping between him and one other guy. Eagle, I appreciate you hitting the like button. Appreciate it. Let's see what else we got. War Dog, they do have Jordan Love. They do. I mean, if I was a starting quarterback, I'd be pretty mad if you drafted it. If you drafted him, I'd be like, what? And yeah, too much. 5-6 and Jayla versus Swarmadas. Versus Swarmadas on the Franklin. Aaron Rodgers to the Saints. No. No, thank you. Can't afford him. Can't afford that man. Too expensive. Too expensive. Too expensive. But I see you, Frederick, and I appreciate your optimism. Eric Rothman says, since I just built an auger, should I have Giorgio as captain even if she's level 1? Ooh. Run Kumak, Giorgio, Ash Tyler. Kumak, Giorgio, Ash Tyler. Kumak, Giorgio, Ash Tyler. Kumak is captain. Jason, I believe the Saints are going to trade up for J.C. Horn, maybe Justin Fields. That's what I think. Raymond says, Jayla, very good 400% synergy with all crew below health. What you talking about, Raymond? What you talking about, Raymond? Raymond, what you talking about? There is a bunch of people in chat, so we're trying to get to everything. James says, question. On server 61, shout out server 61, for Swarm Sunday, there's no Khan Mara shards in the rewards. I'm only level 27. It's because level 28. Level 28 is where you start seeing the Khan Mara shards in Swarm Sunday. So you're one level away. Go up one level, and you should start seeing them. If you don't, then hit me up, and we will put in a ticket and find out what's going on. Vint says, why is hitting hostiles in Tygo Core better? So Tygo Core, when they, about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago maybe even, they redid some of the hostiles in faction space to make them more accessible and easier to grind. And what they did is they just took high-level ships and then relabeled them and threw them down here. So if you look, though, here's the rep grind. This rep level is higher than anywhere else on the map for the similar level system. So if I go to like the 39 system and hit a veteran Klingon or veteran Federation transport, you're not going to get 7,000 as your top rep reward, nor will you get as much in terms of boxes. So just to show you, here let's go down to Groombridge. And we hop into Groombridge. See, this is a level 39 system. As soon as it loads up, It's actually level 40 system. There's a regular Federation trader. You see, that's only 2,200. Now, if I go up to Alpha Centauri, where the veterans are, and that is, here, let's turn this off so we can see the name. So here's Alpha Centauri, 39 system, has veteran traders, and let's look at the veteran traders. Loop says don't tell them. Well, I mean, they asked. So there's a 38. I'm going to do a 39 just so y'all can see an actual copy carbon. Actually, I don't see any 39s. Did somebody kill them all? All right, just look at this one. Only 1,500. So even at 39, you can imagine that's not going to be 7,000. And that's why. The payout rate of Tycho Core is much higher than any of the other systems of similar level. And hopefully they never change that. Because that is how a lot of people level up in it. And that's why it's so easy to get the Kelvin and the Newton and the Enterprise A first versus the others. Because you can grind out Tycho Core as a lower level and get to your Kelvin much faster than you can get to the other two. And I would still go the other two, but it's much faster to go that route. All right, we're going to use 100 Latinum because we had our Sci-Fi event yesterday, so we're good on that. Swap out. Get our big, bad, juicy Auger Boy. And get Shin in here. And we'll send it out and do some grinding. Last is, can you ask them for more 49 traders and capital systems? I'm assuming you're talking about more of the regular transports instead of the heavies. And yeah, that's actually been asked. Is this system empty? Is nobody here? What? I wonder if I can convince Epic to take that so that we can get this system. Because if we get this one, we'll actually have 2 particles. Anyway, we'll deal with those negotiations later. Anyway, we're going to head over here and we're going to go to Groombridge because we're doing rep grinding. So, yes, Warp 53 is needed. Warp 53 is needed. Now, Tier 2 Jelly is Warp 65. Warp 70 on my Tier 8 Auger. A Tier 5 Auger? Tier 5 or Tier 6 can get there. So. It says, Rev, how are you doing with raiding? It's gotten harder as TC hides bases. It is harder. The payouts to the new swarm mechanic have helped increase the raiding a little bit because now more people have more resources. So if I come over here to my resource tab and I pull my biotic 16 million, I mean, this is going to help make raiding a little bit more prevalent. It's still going to be difficult, but at least you'll have more people with more resources. So that should help out a little bit. Fleb, the tribbles that you mine in deep space are for a mission. They literally serve no other purpose but for a singular mission. So don't waste your time. Hey, Lucas, thank you. T4 Epic with a Tier 4 warp, Tier 5 warp component. Thank you. Thank you. I knew it was, I was pretty confident it was the Mark V engine, but I always give myself some leeway because I'm not perfect and I can be wrong. It does happen. Believe it or not, it does happen. I don't know why that happened, but you needed it. You needed it. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, Flip, that's what I'm here for. Morpheus says, man, your territory map is so diverse. Ours is like 5 alliances with 5 territories each. Holy crap. Yeah, no, we that doesn't roll here. Like, this alliance is at war with this alliance, and this alliance is helping this alliance be at war with this alliance. Then you have this alliance that tries to be kind of neutral. Then you have this alliance, which sometimes helps, sometimes doesn't help. Then you have this alliance, then you have this alliance, then you have this alliance. So it's all over the place. Yeah, it's and they're changing hands. Like, it doesn't. The only ones that stay static are usually the 2 big ones. So this is the rank 1 alliance and the rank 2. And they typically hold their territories and don't move much. But yeah, it's everything else is constantly fluctuating. Like Rogue here has 5 and they're like the rank 7 alliance and they've got this little string with multiple particles. So yes, I like that about server 20. Any word on Photon tokens? Nope, Kenny. If I had it, I'd give it to you. I would literally, I promise you, the moment I hear about it, there's a video dropping. There's a video dropping. Like the second it happens. Philip says, what shipping level do you think I need to start grinding those traders in Tycho Core? The main thing you need is a maxed Pike Moreau Chin. You need maxed Pike Moreau Chin to really make it efficient. But you could really do that if you have max Pike, Moreau, Chin. The key being Chin. Chin needs to be maxed. If you've got that maxed, then you could do it with a tier 6 auger or a tier 7 auger, and it'd be sustainable. Still going to be tough, but it would be sustainable. Sorry to hear about that, Short Trip, since your territory's been dead. That sucks. Rocket Man says, hey, level 23 here, and I have a Voclus and a North Star. Should I build or skip the Kamari when I go to 24? If you plan on doing decent amounts of raiding, then I would build it just for base cracking reasons. If you aren't doing a lot of that, then I would skip it and just save those until maybe you build a Bortus. Or just for the researches, because buildings and researches need uncommons too, which is very annoying. Oh gosh, your pants start riding up. Ugh. It's annoying. I've got my little bike under my desk that I'm currently doing so I don't get DVTs. Anybody got a fear of deep vein thrombosis? Because I do. So now if you wonder why my shoulders and stuff are going up and down, because I'm actually biking under my desk. The power of technology. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's see what other questions that we can get. Guy Fox says, do you know of any changes being made in regards to the rating system? I've been rating few billions, even with a max faction miner takes forever. No. One thing that we've all been asking for, though, whales, moderators, content creators, we've been asking for a better rating ship, as in a lot larger cargo hold. Maybe they could do a research that increases that by a significant amount. But right now, it is a pain. And it sucks because that's one of my favorite parts of the game. And I feel like they provide opportunities for PvP, like territory capture, but they don't provide enough incentive to actually do PvP besides territory capture, and they don't provide enough to do raiding. I think they should focus more on that. Nice, Lucas. Yeah, D4 can also be used very, very well in the area. Prime hold incoming. I'll be honest, Chris. If there's $100 for prime hold that gave me like a 150% increase to my cargo cap, or even 100%, I'd probably buy it. I probably would, because then my Antares and my Cavort would both be bringing in over 3 or 4 million a haul with Stan. So yeah, I'd do that. I'd do that. Harmonica says they gave us 2 of 10. That is not enough, sir. That is not near enough. Micah says I got raided last night. I'm sorry about that. Remember, shield or share. Them's the rules. If you don't obey the rules, you get raided. So obey the rules. Shield or share. And don't worry, man. I have definitely forgotten to shield before and been raided in my time. So it happens to generally everybody. What I love it when it happens to people, though, who brag about never being raided. Like, I've played the game 8 years and never been raided. And then it happens to them one time. I'm like, ha ha. But, oh, wow. Sorry, I just got a notification of a house for sale. Never mind. It's not any good. Yuck. Oh, wood paneling. That's gross. Zillow, never notify me again of a house with wood paneling. It's disgusting. All right, get our relocation token. Fallen says, Rever, the Ultra Faction Recruit Pack's worth it. I'm level 20. I would say it's not worth spending money on at that level. You get more efficient packs as you level up. So, for example, let me show you what my Ultra Recruit Pack looks like at 39. They got a TOS Officer Recruit Ultra. Ooh, that looks juicy. What's in it, though? Oh, that's it? You out of your daggum mind. Get off my screen. Out your daggum mind. Anyway, so if you come over here to all these different cheese, there's so many packs. Holy crap. So it's like, look at the Federation pack. So you see me at level 39, I get 62,000 Latinum, almost 22,000 credits, and then 12,000 Ultras. So the higher up you go, the better the return is on these. So I would wait until maybe you're in the upper 20s, and then if you want to do that. Last says someone give Rev money and force him to put wood paneling in his house. No. Y'all could buy my house with wood paneling, and the first thing I would do is sell the house you bought me as an ungrateful little stepchild that I am and get a house without wood paneling. Nope. I'm pretty sure my wife would leave me. Yeah, that's not going to happen. It's just not. Anyway, Psycho says, do these ships you have in dock affect your refining pools? Nope, not at all. Not at all. Which, as we're sitting here talking about that, let's go do some pulls. So let's pull up by crystal first. This is the one I have the least of. So commons. Yay, love getting commons. Woohoo. Gas. Oh, yay, more commons. Wow. Yay. And then let's do our ore. And we got 7. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Man. White tea, I usually wait to get my faction miners in the mid to upper 30s because I think you should save that crystal for your warships. But that's me. That's me. I mean, there is a legitimate argument for getting it at 32. The warp range, the higher cargo holds for raiding. Those are all very good arguments. I usually recommend waiting because you also get like this where if you're doing a lot of your hostile grinding, come here. I've already got all 3, by the way. I've got all 3 faction miners. But let's take a look at my ship menu. Let's take a look at my ship menu. So I'm building a legionary right now because I'm going to be scrapping it. But so let's see. I've got like 13 horizons waiting to be built. I've almost got 2 cavorts waiting that I could build, almost 2 Antares that I could build, and 1 Valkyries that I could build. So you're going to find that you're getting a lot of blueprints from drops from doing your normal grinding. So by the time you hit, 34, 35, 36, you probably can start building that just by not spending any faction credits and just collecting the blueprints. So, Laurent, the reason I do 1 chest pull is because it has the best odds of getting me the uncommon, even if it's going to give me a lower amount. 12K if you're doing mining every day is the most efficient way to do it. I just do the 1750s. Lucas says, yeah, I can build 3 more Antares, 3 more Cavort, and 2 more Valkyries. And that's the point I'm making. It's not that it's bad to do it at 232, but if we're talking about doing things efficiently, saving money, saving resources, then the best way to do it is, man, y'all got really wanting to go to Tygo Core and do this. Because I do get a lot more rep in more boxes in Tygo Core. I'm just going to sit here because if I do the 40s, I'm going to get good rep. I'm going to do the 40s. Micah, yeah, the odds are different. Yeah, they are. And I'll just go ahead and tell you, the odds are terrible. Like, the RNG is awful. Awful. But yeah, it's better to do the smaller pulls. And what we did to find that out, and not only on my channel, DJ's done this channel, on his channel too, his podcast, we just had people do pulls for a month straight and then compare them versus the different pulls. And yeah, it very clearly came out that, the 12,000 was the most efficient. So doing that twice a day, but is what it be. And he says Groombridge gives better rep, which is your goal. You're right. Yeah. I love the boxes too. I love the boxes. And yeah, I will eventually need these parts. And I like that I get the Explorer parts for my upcoming 4-star Explorer. Boop, 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 boop. HB8 says, new player here, just hit level 22. I'm not a money player, and I want to know what's the best ship to upgrade. I just got the Vulcans. So I've got several videos about that. It really comes down to how long you plan on spending in the 20s. But I would say the best ships that you need to focus on are all these specialty ships. The Franklin, the Vidar at 25, the Stella at 28, the Discovery, all those, the Botany Bay. Those are, the primary ships you need to work on maxing. And then the Voclus, I would take maybe to tier 6 or tier 7 just if you're using it to complete your dailies. And then get the Saladin at level 28. So that's what I would do. Simon says, I do dailies in Bemoth, which has veteran explorers, but they give interceptor BPs. So the type of ship you're hitting does not determine the type of BP you get. That doesn't matter. The level of the system does. So I'm hitting in a level 40 system, so like 39s, 40s, 41s. That means that I'm going to get rare drops. So like, you know, Burrell, Gladius, etc. Has nothing to do with the type of ship you're hitting. It's all about the faction you're hitting and the level. Yeah. Shorts, is Stella 27 or 28? It's 27, yeah. You know what I meant. The Stella. That. Get a groove back. What store stuff can we expect in store after the merger event? What do you mean, Steven? You'll just be together and you'll be on one server. All right, what else we got? Bring in your questions. Bring in your questions. Random says, should I upgrade my borders with rare stuff or should I wait for the D4 and save the rares? Well, I mean, the D4 is going to use mostly different materials than you're getting and using on the Bortus anyway. I'd say take your Bortus to 7 or 8. But that's kind of up to you. Like, I like my Bortus. I do. But you can do the same grinding for the most part with the Saladin that you can do with the Bortus. So, bro, I don't know how to say your name, so I'm about to wreck it. But Gurgly, it would be a really nice addition to the game if we could trade our unnecessary lower grade ship parts to higher grade parts. What do you think? Do I think that's a great idea? Yes. Do I think it's something that you're going to get to do? No. Because they built the scrapyard for you to be able to turn in those items and turn them into ships and then scrap them for resources above. I think that's not sufficient, but that was their answer to that plight. And I've never heard any movement past that. Now, I could definitely be wrong, and I'm okay with being wrong. But wow, Vince, I didn't know FX and HTCH went to war. That's cool. I think every server needs a war now and again. Lucas says, okay, ask you for the 5th time. What's better, T1 Giorgio or Tier 5 Nero? Don't count the stats. If I'm not counting stats, Giorgio is always better. Always. If you, for the 5th time, always better. Always. But Tier 1 Giorgio is not optimal, obviously. Like, you want to hire Giorgio. But because of how Giorgio, it's just all about how Giorgio's burning actually fires and works. It's their proc rate. So even though their proc rates read similar, hers is at the beginning of the round and works immediately. And that has a huge effect. John says, how much is the cooldown for a level 35? I'm assuming you mean an uncommon Armada? Is that what you mean? And I'm looking it up for you. I have the chart somewhere, but let me see. It's something like rares is like 8 to 12 hours, and I think I pinned it somewhere. Did I pin it in Star Trek in our FTFC channel on the Discord? Did I pin that one? Let me see if I pinned it. Where's my FTFC channel? I've got it somewhere. I just don't have it handy. But the uncommons are the quickest to respawn. And then level will depend it. A rare 35, I think, is somewhere between 6 and 10 hours respawn time. The L-Cars definitely has that hidden away somewhere. But there's a rough guesstimate just because I'm not... Andy said 4 to 6 hours. Is it that low for a 35 rare? Because I know the 28 rares are that low. I don't remember if the 35s are that low. Because the higher level the rare you get, the longer the respawn timer is on them. But I'm cool if that's right. Thumbs up. I mean, I honestly don't have the chart in front of me. I'm trying to pull it from memory. Like I actually, now I'm going to have to just, I want to know now. So I'm Googling. All right. Yeah, it's append here. Found it. Okay. So a rare 35, which is typically going to be like in Thama, is 4 to 6 hours. So shout out to Andy. He was right. Stupid Andy and his stupid knowledge. Stupid Andy. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it, by the way. And thank you, Lucas. Yeah, it's I appreciate y'all. I really do. I've got it saved somewhere in my vast collection of way too much information about this random game. But yeah, I appreciate that. Y'all are awesome. Appreciate it. 4 to 6 hours on a 35. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. HBH says, I've pissed the Klingons off and now I cannot enter their space. As a newer player, is it worth making enemies or should I play nice? No, what you want to do is what I call dual faction grinding. So you want to pick one that you just repeatedly beat the snot out of every day. And what you do, and this is a newer player by, so we're going to go to some basics real quick. So what you do is you'll get all these requirements to do events for the different factions. And if you're positive with them, you can do multiple at a time. So I recommend doing 2 at a time. Pick the 2 that you want. It honestly doesn't matter. Pick the 2. And then you'll get to 10 million rep and they'll lock. And then you can go make the third one friendly. So until you get them all locked, one of them's going to hate you. Like I've got the top 2, Federation and Klingon, locked as friendly at 10 million. And I'm working on locking the third one, Romulan, right now. So just pick one that you blast the hell out of, and then eventually you can go back and fix that, and then make them positive too eventually. And Lady Devil Dog, no, there is no way to share mats and resources besides letting somebody raid your base. There's no way. There's not like a trading system or anything. Fallen, you want to max both your Botany Bay and your North Star. You want to max both of them. North Star is the fastest 3-star miner in the game, which is great for little quick clutch mines. And then the Botany Bay you're going to be using for events. So you want to especially get that done. And thank you, Lucas. Appreciate y'all doing that. It's very kind of y'all to blow my phone up. It's cool. Zovas, I'm not sure if you're in the Discord. Make sure you're in the Discord too. Make sure you're in the Discord. Okay. Yeah, HBH, that's what I'm here for, man. What are content creators for except for making really bad dad jokes, stripping naked, and running wild through the fields of wonder? I don't know. Just helping answer questions. That's what I'm here for. Hey! I'm a weirdo, by the way. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm an oddball. So, let's see. OG says, with Fed faction grind, when should you stop getting recruit tokens and save for the shit VPs? Yeah, when you get your morale, probably tier 4-ish is when I would definitely stop. I tried to have that done by level 24, honestly. 26 at the latest, because I want to make sure I've got my Saladin ready to be paid for and start building as soon as I hit 28. And of course, Lady Devil Dog, like I said, that's what I'm here for. I'm happy to answer any and all questions. Also happy to have your children. So if you would like me to birth them, while I don't have the physical components, I spiritually can birth your children. And I think that we would make a great pairing, you know, no matter who you are. If you're Andy, we make a great pairing. If you're Clayton, we make a great pairing. HBH, all of y'all. So more than welcome. Spiritual children right here. We can do it together. Let's do it together. I don't know if I can emotionally handle it, but we'll do it. Steven says, your oddballness is what makes the channel great. I'm glad somebody thinks so. I'm glad someone thinks so. What we need is Borg dailies. Heath, you are right. I treat my Borg as a daily. But you are right that it needs to be official. It needs to be official. Yeah, my Borg basically is a daily because you want to get to these bad boys right here. Yeah, you want to get these credits. Yeah, that's what we want. What you want. Douglas says, can you talk about more about what you mean by grinding? I'm level 28 and I don't think I'm doing it right. So grinding is exactly what I'm doing right now, Douglas. I am going out and purposely hunting down ships just to grind out rep. See this? I'm purposely killing all these ships just to get more of these points to make my reputation with a faction go higher. So I need about 1.7.5 million more points to lock out my Romulan at 10 million. So I have to grind through that. Just means grind is taking the literal sense. It takes forever to do. And I'm just killing over and over and over hostiles. And that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to finally break down and work on maxing this out today. Sasquatch says, come for the info, stay for the wacky oddball maneuvers. Oh, man. Just talking dirty, just flirting so much. I have to show you the leg. Oh, look at it. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, let me put that away. I forgot. We're on YouTube, not Twitch. We have to behave ourselves. Joe says, how many red ships have you killed since you started this account? Probably not as many as you, because you're at 200,000. I have killed 50,000. Like I said, a lot of my time is spent doing research, helping players in the game, working with devs, so I don't get to grind as much as I should. Zoomer says, get some sun. Doesn't work on me, sir. I am pale and fair-skinned. Cannot tan. Have tried it many times. Ain't working, ain't happening. I am forever pale. But yeah, if I actually grinded out if I had 200,000, I would be well past locked. Dan says, how do you not get worn down by this game? I'm struggling to complete my dailies the last few weeks. So the key for me, Dan, is the community. Like me getting to talk to you and hang out with you, having fun and making it into a social thing is what keeps me from, pulling my hair out. Like a lot of people get completionist and they want to do everything. Like me, I'm not bothering with the domination event today. Like me, I'm not bothering with the Swarm War SMS today. I'm not. Why? I'm not. So focusing on the things that you enjoy and then working with your community to find what makes it fun to you. That's what players have got to focus on. And that helps keep that burnout back up a little bit. And if you're feeling really burned out, Dan, please hop in the Discord, hop in the voice sometime, and just come cut the rug with us, man. Just come chill, have fun, goof off. And it's the community that makes these type of games, not just Star Trek Fleet Command. Any MMO will start to wear down and become boring after a time. It's the community that makes it worth staying and having fun. Dart says the leg needs a wax. Wow. No. That's a big no. It does not actually need a wax. I don't know who told you it needed a wax, but I'm telling you it doesn't. Like I'm coming by very clearly to say no, that does not need to happen. Yeah, happy to, Dan. And like I said, even though I don't work for Scopely, I want the game to be as successful as possible because I love Star Trek and I love the players, and it's good for me. Like my real life mentally is very tough for me. And I've got a better one than I know a lot of people, so I'm not trying to be like, oh, woe is me. But in a lot of ways, this is still my escape. This is still where I come to with my friends and hang out and talk, and especially with all this pandemic stuff going on. It's crazy. So, I mean, it's good to build those relationships. HBH with a good question. Says, do you blow through your Latinum at all, or do you save it up? I notice many bigger players have a lot of Latinum, and I spend as fast as I get. So it's a mix. I'm sure you can see my screen, what I've got right now. I've got 340,000. Now, at level 39, where I'm at, I actually get a special mission every day that pays me out like 20,000. It's this one right here, the Savis Pacum Parabellum, or however you pronounce it. And Latinum is a little bit easier for me to get at a higher level. There's also some things I spend Latinum on, and some things I don't. Like speed ups for ship repairs and stuff, I do spend Latinum on, but I don't need to anymore. It's like when I go through my dailies now, and we talk about the importance of dual faction, this is one of the reasons. It's like, here's my Romulan warrior. I get 15, 30-minute speed ups for that one completion. That's just one. Now I've got all these others. It's like my swarm watcher down here. I get, for killing my swarms, here's another set of repair speed ups. So I become very specific about what I'm willing to spend Latinum on. And when you start dual faction grinding, you start getting more of the things that you would naturally spend Latinum on. Never spend Latinum on resources like par steel, titanium, dilithium. The exchange rates are terrible. Don't spend them on things like faction credits, in my opinion. Spend them on speed ups, maybe commons for ships when you're leveling them up and like you need 1,000 commons, spend it on that. But for the most part, I rely on my dailies to give me a lot of that stuff so I can save a lot of that. And yeah, it is every Wednesday. Every Wednesday is the Parabellum event, Lucas. I wish it was every day. Heavens to Betsy, I wish it was every day. And also HGH, as you level up, you will get more Latinum for doing regular tasks. Clayton says that's the only reason he plays. I'm very happy to hear that, Clayton, and I hope that you come hang out with us in the chat quite often. Oh, wow. Somebody just sent me their USS Terror skin to make me jealous. Screw you. Screw you, okay? I mean, it looks gorgeous, but screw you. Screw you. Hard. Oh, and Soji's here. Shout out, Soji. Appreciate you teaching me the word tomato. It's greatly appreciated. Let's go continue our grinding. Yeah, HPAs, like I said, what I'm here for. If y'all have not already, I'm going to throw the Discord link in there. Everybody is welcome to join the Discord. We're almost to 9,000 in the Discord, which is nutso, considering we only play 2 games. We play this and Star Trek Legends. But if you're not already in the Discord, check that out. Good information, good people in there to help out. Soji said you said that every day. You said every day? Oh, yeah. I mean, I do need to practice every day. Simon says, hypothetical, if someone can get enough resources to go to level 39 quickly so you can get things like the Parabellum, but only by cashing in 180 loyalty tokens, should they save in case photons come? Look, man, when the photon tokens do come, I don't even know if they're going to let you turn in all the 180, 300 you've been saving, if I'm being honest. So I would go ahead and spend them now. And if I'm ending up being wrong, well, then I'm wrong. I'd be very surprised if they just let you save up and then turn them all in. I'd be shocked if I'm being honest. That's just 2-player friendly. And when do they ever do anything like that? I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Boop, boop, ba-doop, ba-doom, pow, pow. Kenny says deep space missions where we can unlock the pass. Kenny, I'm not 100% sure what you're asking, but mission information is in LCARs if you're looking for a specific mission. Since there's like 1,500 missions, and I'm not exaggerating, I don't have them all memorized. Sasquatch says I missed out on a lot of skins so far. Well, the skins are going to be coming back around. They're not going to do this as a one-time only thing, so you'll get more opportunities to earn those skins. You just might not like how you get to earn them. It's worth maxing. I still use mine at 39. What are we talking about, Ian? What do you use at 39? What are we talking about? The ships I say that you should max are Franklin, Vidar, Saladin, Enterprise. You can make a case for the D4, honestly. Most of the specialty ships all need to be maxed, though. And yes, Lucas, you're right. Deep space starts at level 38. You will get an automatic prompt that starts sending you out there. Sasquatch says I'm okay without them. Hey, look, I've got one skin. I love my damaged constellation skin. I love it. NCC 1017. Love it. It's the only skin I got, but I love it. Hey, G-Con. We are watching Star Trek Fleet Command. The most exciting Star Trek game to ever come across your screen. Yeah. Yeah. Do. All right. So what else we got? Hey, Ice Glow. How you doing, buddy? How's your day going? Having a good one? Jeremiah says Kirk gets a Picard skin next arc. Wow, that would be terrible. Officers should never have skins. 1, that's creepy. 2, give me my actual Picard. Hi, G. Nice to meet you. Have I seen the K? I have no clue who that is. No clue. Micah says the new skins look amazing and have amazing bonuses. They do. They are very useful. And hey, Donnie Johnson, how are you doing today? How you doing? Zoomer says putting skins in the event store wouldn't be a bad idea and easy for Scopely. Agree. I think they'd make money. I think people would buy event store funds to get the skins. Like, I really want the Augur skin, and I really want the D4 skin. But I don't have them. Like, I'd love the D4 skin because then I could have a D7. And it just looks so cool to me. So cool. Ice Glow says stressful. I feel that. If there's anything that you need to talk about or need to chat, hit me up. I appreciate it. Appreciate that, though. I really do. Steven says, am I weird for not really wanting an Enterprise? Wondering the Burrell would be good enough to explore after the Centurion. So you're not weird. I mean, you can definitely go Burrell and then go Augur and D4 and honestly be really, really strong in the game. I will say that a lot of people still use the ship ability for the Enterprise makes it very useful for PvP, especially long term. Like if you get in the 40s with all the research that you can put into an Enterprise, a lot of the 40s still play the Enterprise as one of their main PvP ships. So it does have value for a long time in the game, but a D4 loaded out correctly will destroy an Enterprise. An Augur will destroy an Enterprise. It's not as overwhelmingly overpowered as it used to be, but it probably has a little bit more longevity compared to some of the others. But you're not wrong for not getting it. And thanks, Logic's Finest. I do plan to keep up the good work and even some of the bad work. Kevin says, do you think that Jayla will be available to buy again? I'm short 16 shards. I think it's a pretty easy yes that they're going to make it to where you can buy something. I don't think that's ever going to be in question. I don't know when it's going to be. You know, we've only had Lorca come back around like once. He's one of the best officers they've ever made. And I still don't have him, but he is amazing, especially for high levels. He's really, really good. And the reason I say for high levels is that Hull Breach paired with Killy is really, 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 really good and paired with a lot of different combinations at higher levels and even some of the mid tiers in the 30s and stuff. So. Douglas says, do you private coaching training for the game? Yeah, Douglas. I have definitely done a lot of that. I do it, which just a reminder to everybody since Douglas brought it up. And I do one-on-ones. I'm very happy to hit up people and answer questions and talk and help with the game. But if your server wants me to come by and we just answer questions, we hang out, we talk, I will join your Discord and we can schedule a day where I just spend time where it's like an hour devoted to nothing but your server, answering questions, whether you're level 20, level 40, or even level 50. Let me know, and I'll be very happy to come by your server. Hit me up on Facebook or on the Discord page, either one, and I will be more than happy to come help out your team and your server. If you need one-on-one help, hit me up on Discord or Facebook, and I can shoot you some advice. We can do that too. And not a requirement, but if anybody wants to hit the PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App to help with the house fund, that is also obviously appreciated. So. But yeah, my whole thing is helping the players. That's my number one thing in this game. So I'm more than happy to answer any questions. And some days it gets busy. I might not respond for 2 or 3 days, but I promise that I will definitely help you out. John says, currently a lower end 37. What tier should I have my Enterprise before going 38 or 39? I'd say tier 6-ish, at least. At the worst, tier 6. You really want to get that to 7-8. Logic says, honest question, what exactly does morale do for a ship? So it does a couple things. One, obviously officers use that as a build upon to use special abilities like Spock. Then you have a background ability that is not listed, but you get a small increase to your piercing stats with morale when it's active. And Burning and Hull Breach also have their own background abilities as well. But that is the two primary reasons or two primary things that Hull Breach gives you as a player. HBA says you need to get that Bitcoin. Yeah, you send me over a Bitcoin. I'll take it. I think PayPal allows me to buy Bitcoin. So donate to PayPal and I'll get Bitcoin. Yeah, I have no Bit currency because, well, broke content creator. But yeah, I'd love Bitcoin. Send me a Bitcoin, HGH. If you got a Bitcoin, send me one. Send me one Bitcoin. I'll take it. Let's see. What else do we have? Douglas, I will message and certainly make a donation for some one-on-one help. Sure, appreciate it, Douglas. I'm more than happy. Like I said, if I can help your gameplay to where you enjoy the game more, which means you stay longer and you have more fun, I am really happy to do that. Really happy to do that. What else we got? Jason says, can it be an hour conversation of why Janeway is better than Picard? Jason, it's actually not possible to have that conversation. That conversation lasts about half a second, and the conversation is no. As in, no, she's not. So, yeah. So, sadly, that one's not possible. We did a lot of research into that, and we really tried to see how that could work, and just, sadly, it just doesn't. It just doesn't. Oh, God. Oh, Zoomer, I see you addressing that question for me. Thank you. I appreciate you doing that. And hey, Neil Yami, how you doing? Kenny says, will there eventually be a market in the game for player-to-player market? Doubtful. There might be an inventory system that you can use with your alliance or something like that. I don't see there being an actual market. If they were going to put that in, they would have put it in already because it was something that was in the original plans of the game. So, which Spock is best used on the Enterprise? All three of them. If you don't put all three Spocks on the Enterprise, you're a failure, and you should be disappointed in yourself. Missed opportunity. And when an Enterprise with nothing but Spocks hits an Enterprise with nothing but the Uhura's, they actually make little Kelvin babies. So, fun facts. So since we've been grinding, let's see how much rep we've gotten this little bit of time. Probably, 100,000 maybe? Not a terrible amount. About 200,000, so we're 1.5 away. So as you can see, in a little bit less than an hour, I got a couple 100,000. Lady says, I wish we could donate to Alliance members. I too wish that. There are things that I have that I don't necessarily need right now that I wish I could, impart onto others, and I think that'd be great. But at the moment, that is not a mechanic that's in the game, and I really don't know if they'll ever make it. I really don't. They make too much money selling packs. So. Where's another? Okay, here's another 40. Niyama says, I like 3 spare faction miners. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to give spares. I have doubles of ships made, that I haven't even scrapped. Here we go. I've got multiple Franklins. Obviously, I've got multiple Stellas. I've got so many Horizon options. Look at all these fenders I built for giggles. Just boredom. Yeah, I mean, I've got tons of stuff I can give away. Charles says, if enough of us request it, they'll give it to us. Not necessarily. Just because you request something doesn't mean they'll give it. People have been requesting a market since the game came out, and there ain't a market. Logic says, I know hardcore fans didn't like DS9. What are you talking about? DS9 is my second favorite Star Trek series, and you can't get more hardcore than me. You literally can't. I have a batleth worth $1,000 hanging on my wall. Get out of here. Sasquatch says, would you rather see the 1701D as a skin or an actual ship to build? Ooh, that's tough. I'd rather have it as an actual ship, but something tells me if they build it as a ship, then that thing would be level 60. Well, thanks, ATL Sean, for backing me up that I do respond. I do try to respond. I even try to log on to all my servers and respond to questions in there, but that's where you're going to get the slowest response, is if you hit me up on one of my servers. Lucas has over 800 Horizon BPs. That's a lot. Speaking of, let's see if we get any BPs if I do a pull right now. We'll do a 50 chest pull, see if we get anything. What do we get? We got another Antares. Yay! Yeah. And 7 Voclus. Holy crap. And 8 Kamari. I don't even need it. Stop. All right, Jason, a serious question. Will we ever get a way to trade in blueprints we don't use? Yeah, you got the scrapyard. That's the way. That was their thing. Boom, boom, boom. Dana says top 3 prime research has already got prime officers. Prime officers and the prime Borg refinery one. That's 1 and 2, and there's a big drop off after those. It's a big drop off. That's $200 already. Like, I'm not sure how much money you got, but that's a lot of money. Lucas says he has over 2,000 Kira blueprints. That is insane. Wow. Also, I gotta give a shout out to Douglas real quick. Douglas is a fan of the Total War games. You're cool, Douglas. You're cool. But yeah. Just remind me after the stream, Douglas, to just message me again. We'll wrap up the stream in about 20 minutes or so. But remind me again, and we'll schedule something out. So nice, Dennis. About to be done scrapping the D3. Prime Borg is $50. Thank you, Heath. Yeah, it's so $150 instead of $200, but still, you get what I'm saying. Hey, Andrew, how you doing, buddy? How are you doing? Are you watching Redfin as well as Zillow? Dan, I have not. Redfin's not in my area. I downloaded it, and they said they didn't have any listings in my area. So. Sadly. So I'm on Trulia. I'm on Zillow. I'm on Realtor.com. That's where I'm looking for all the stuff. Who asked if it's worth scrapping a D3? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yes. You're not even using that thing. Scrap it. Scrap it. Get rid of it. Scrap it. Max it first and then scrap it. Be efficient in your scrapping. Adam, check out the video I made. There's a video I made called Free Primes. It's about getting 7 primes with like a max D3 faction ship scrapping. That answers your questions. There has been some slight changes to it. So like look for that Prime Borg one that we were just talking about. But in general, that lists some of the major ones. And check it out. You got to watch them all like Pokemon. That is exactly how it is for me with Star Trek. Mermaid says, the next live stream after Friday, I'll help donate to your house fund. Sweet! Can't wait. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, donate to the house fund. Help Rev get a house so that he's not living in a hellhole like he currently does. I need to do a tour of my house. Y'all can see how terrible it actually is. Y'all feel so bad. You'll be like, all right, here, take the money. Take the money. Ice Glow says, with the Mayflower scrapping, do you need the components when you're tier 8? Or just get to level 40? No, you want to get to the tier 9. Tier 9. There's a big change in what you get rewards-wise between tier 8 and tier 9 at max level. Tier 9 is where you want to get that bad boy. Resetting my node so you can't claim I'm 0. HBA says, I'm a realtor. Hit me up. I'll take any advice that you can give me. Granted, I probably live nowhere near you. But yeah, if y'all want to see an episode of STFC Cribs and it'd be awful. Like the outside of my house is bright blue. The room I'm in is literally just plywood wall. It's awful. I have no air conditioning. Like the central air failed like 5 years ago and I don't have 10 grand to replace all that. Water seeps through the floor because there's a crack in the foundation. You can see cracks on the walls like up at the top where it's obviously settled really weird. The outside wall is asbestos. It is a wonderful place to live. Chris, to get to tier 9, you do have to max components. Yeah, you do. Fallen, that's good advice. My main focus, though, is getting the money first. There's no point in me getting a realtor right now when I don't have sufficient money to buy a house anyway. So when we get the house fund reached, then we'll work on that. Kenny says start up a crib channel on your Discord. I might need to. Might too. Just start posting random sympathy pics to make you feel bad. Oh, and Heath, I own my hellhole. I paid 30 grand for it. So that's how you know it's a hellhole. I paid 30 grand for a 3-bedroom house. Yeah, that's how you know it's bad. But you know what? It's mine and I own it. And I'm grateful to have a roof. I'm very grateful to have a roof. I just would like to have my family have something better than I had growing up. So Trip says, how long will the Stella be in the faction store? That was a permanent addition they added. Trip, it stays there. Neo says, if that house with the UK would be condemned. Well, welcome to America, where you can have asbestos paneling and no air conditioning and be perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Oh, shout out to Dan with the donation, by the way. He just donated $10 to the fund. He says, buying a house is one of the most important, impactful things you'll ever buy. Almost as good as a $1,000 bat lift. I want to make it very clear, by the way, the bat lift I did not buy. That was a present. That was a Christmas gift. So somebody else got that for me. Because I think at the time, it was only like $200. But because they don't make them anymore, it's gone up. It's gone up. Wow. Random sympathy message from Q. Let's see what else we got before we get ready to wrap up the show. Because tonight, I'm going to be helping do some draft coverage. Because for those that didn't know, in a past life, as in like 3 years ago, I actually covered the New Orleans Saints professionally. And I was trained as a professional scout. I actually went to school for it and everything, as crazy as that is. There's a school for that. So I'm very passionate about football. Very passionate. Triple Six says, sounds like me, all the Star Trek stuff I have, people have given to me. Now, I have bought some Star Trek stuff. For example, this Enterprise, I paid like $20 on Craigslist. Found this thing. This is one of those old 90s toys they made. $20. I'll buy something. I'm not saying I don't spend any money, but I try not to spend a lot of money. I look for deals, man. I'm all about thrifting. I love garage sales and stuff. For $30,000, you can buy a one-car garage box here. Nice, Eric. That's impressive. And Dan says, don't sell the bat lift for the house fund. Oh, I don't plan on it. I don't. And Ron, I really hope the Saints do make a move and get Justin Fields. That'd be great. But I don't know. We'll see. I've talked about that a lot on my podcast, about the different things that I've heard them potentially doing, and we'll just see if any of it actually happens. At this point, I don't believe anything on draft day. Y'all can come out with the best rumors in the world. I don't believe you. Triple Six says I have a TOS Enterprise phone somewhere. That's pretty cool. Is it like an actual like phone, like one of those old ones that plugged into a wall? Because that's really old school. Like old school. Really old. All right. We're almost dead. Almost dead. What else we got? How much would an original Star Trek picture be with signatures? Charles, you would have to check out eBay. Honestly. Do you have a regular job outside YouTube? This is my job, Micah. This is what I do. I have 2 YouTube channels, 2 podcasts, and I still do writing for sports on the side. What else do we have on the question box? HBH, just hit me up on Discord or Facebook, because I'm definitely not going to remember your email while I'm streaming. Adam says 30 grand. I can't even get a down payment on a garden shed where I live for that. So I'm actually trying to raise 30 grand as a down payment on a house. And with 30 grand, I can get a down payment on like a 2,500, 3,000 square foot house. That's pretty nice with that. So, of course, I also live in Louisiana. It's really easy to get. The housing market and the cost of living in Louisiana is very low. It's very low. Do. All right, get another one. I'm getting close to Purple Kirk. I can almost taste him. That is a really weird phrasing there, Fallen Sun. Then it says, is level 35 too late to build the Saladin? Nope, it's not. Build it. Build her and enjoy. Build her joy. And Fuelden, you did miss most of the stream, but don't worry. Tomorrow night, Friday night, we always have a stream on Twitch. And those are always a lot of fun. So don't worry. I mean, I'm always around. We're making videos. We're streaming. We're having fun. And we're answering questions. Talking about Star Trek. Hanging out. Making friends. You know, maybe picking up some girls. Many of the girls in the house, shout out to y'all. We love you. Even some of the guys, if you're cute, love you too, maybe. But, yeah. Welcome. Oh, what did I click on? Probably a stupid banner. Kenny says you could get a house for $30,000 in Scotland. Pretty dope. I don't know if I could afford the whole moving to a new country thing. That sounds a little pricey. But that's pretty cool. Can a tier 7 Voclus hunt Klingon messages? Yeah. You can kill the low-level scouts, like the 32s and 33s with that Voclus. Just crew her out. Get that Pike Moreau Talon or Cadet Uhura, Cadet McCoy Talon out there, and you'll do it just fine. So this gives us another 18,000 rep. Woohoo! Yay! You make sure we turned on our daily event to get our rep for spinning resources. There it is. Daily event. Rich says, hey, Rev, is there any way to see server activity or whether your server might be up for merger? There is no way, sadly. The only way you can kind of do it is like checking like alliance leaderboards and seeing how many alliances are participating. Check your solo leaderboard, see if you've got like a lot of people participating or if it's kind of meh. Those are really the only ways, and that's a rough gauge. It's not even a scientific accurate way to do it. The morale Kirk is going to take forever to get to level 4. I mean, it does take a while, but if you are grinding out your BPs, or grinding out your faction credits, doing those every day, you can get there semi-quickly. I mean, remember, the higher up in faction rep you go, assuming you can kill them, the better the returns are. So it's doable, but yes, it is a little bit of a grind. Bum, 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 bum. Steve says, is Cadet Scott or Cadet McCoy both max the better pairing with Cadet Uhura? Oh, it's 100% Cadet McCoy. 100% Cadet McCoy. Cadet Uhura is captain, Cadet McCoy, and then Talon for swarms. 100%. Let's see how many points we're at now. How many are we at now? Woo! We only need 1.4 more! We're slowly making it happen, y'all. Slowly making it happen, y'all. The grind is real, but it's working so well. Adam says, so going back to the excess BPs for lower level ships, is there any point in building and maxing the lower tier ships? Envoys and stuff? Yes. Build those 2-star ships so that you can scrap them and get free uncommons. You can do about 100 uncommon a week, uncommon crystal, by building and maxing out envoys and scrapping them. And a lot of people have a lot of leftover 2-star stuff. It's also really quick to mine and really good refine rates on 2-star materials once you're in like the 20s and 30s, especially the 30s. The higher that refinery gets, the 2-star stuff just starts you swimming in it. Really easy to get. That's my recommendation. All right, I think we're done with all those today. Lucas is so hard to grind and defend a raid and be active here. Yeah, you're kind of doing a lot at one time. That is trying to do quite a bit. But you really can't do any better than hanging out with me because I love you. I love you more than the game does. That's a fact. The game don't even know who you is because I do. And I know who you is. And I love you. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we got 5 minutes left before we wrap this up. Any questions that you got, smash the like button. Smash the like button. We're going to get wrapping up because I've got to get ready for doing other stuff, and I'd actually like to see my kids today. So I'm going to make sure I throw that Discord link in so y'all have access to the Discord. And yeah, 5 minutes. Jason says, it is cost effective if you get the board credit refinery search to buy the 600 Fed credits. Yes, for sure. Work on maxing out that Vidar, and that becomes one of the best way to get Federation credits in the game, or any credit. Federation, Klingon, or Romulan, and even Independent. It's a very, very useful tool. So we definitely push that in all the channels like I do, No One Shall does, Ultimate DJ. It's definitely something that we recommend doing. Very efficient. And even in mine at tier 8, and I need to stop being lazy and go finish maxing mine. But even at tier 8, you can see that I'm getting 460. So it's a really nice return for, a daily activity. You get 600 of those. I mean, you just do that 30 days, and that's 18,000 credits. So, and that's on top of all the other ways that you have to earn those credits a day now. So yeah, it's definitely work on that. Key says, are there any websites that can save you money on packs for this game? No. That'd be really cool though. That would be awesome, actually. I would love that. Rich says, thanks. Nodes always seem full, so no time soon then. Really, Rich? I wonder what server you're on. Because my nodes, I mean, they're full, but they're not like crazy full. I wonder if you're on one of the newer servers. Also, I see my OBS is starting to drop frames for some reason. Stop it! Behave yourself, OBS. Ruining my stream. Jason says, max the independent credit research and outlaw for Borg also. It is worth it for extra independent credits. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Matt says, any advice if I'm low on officer XP? Separatists seem to drop good boxes with good XP. Which I think we just got another... Yeah, we got another 50 boxes here we can pull from our grind here with our auger today. And I got another Antares that we got earlier. Only 12,000 officer XP, though. That kind of sucks. Yeah, the Separatist boxes seem to have a lot of officer XP. So that's a place that we've been recommending for a long time to use that. Alrighty, hurry up! 2 minutes, everybody. Wrapping up here really soon. Get your questions in. Of course, you can always just hit me up on Discord and Facebook. I'm available for everybody at all times. Because I'm a naughty boy. And Jeremiah, I'm very happy to hear that I helped the workday go by faster. Very happy to hear that. Fielden says, Rev, outside of getting more ships, it feels like the other rewards do not scale in the Armada packs, but at Ops 38, it's 30K for 6 pull, and I feel like I don't really get anything more for the cost. So you get a little bit change in the rates. So for example, at level 38, you get the chance to full pull an ISS Jelly, which is the most common full pull in the game. I'm not saying you're definitely going to get it, but that's the most common one. So there's a chance that you pull that out. That's really the only thing that changes. And then they don't change after 39. Like there is no more change after that. Once you get there, they stop changing. So because there's no way to get above, level 39 ACC right now because they haven't put in the rare tactical course. Yeah, which is stupid, but maybe one day. Yeah, Lucas, Tygo is really good for grinding XP. It is. I'll probably do a run of that just because I need XP. As you saw, I'm starting to get a little bit low. And wow, I actually survived that one. So go get this one more. So I'm close to 1 million left. And we are at we're right at wrap up time. So we're going to wrap up the show. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Live long and prosper. Stay safe out there, Space Cowboys. I appreciate y'all hanging out today. I really do. I had a great time with you. If you hit me up needing help, hit me up again. Make sure that you remind me in the message system because during streams, things get lost everywhere. Do really encourage you to support your small-time business and local streamers. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. I'll put the PayPal link. And I know I say it all the time. It's only because I'm trying to, live. So that's appreciated. And finally, please hit me up if your server would like me to come by and talk about the game, teach mechanics, answer questions, talk strategy, I would love to do that with y'all. To do that, you actually have to hit me up, message me, and I will come over there and do that. Love y'all. We'll catch you on the next live stream. Peace, blessings, and football tonight. Yeah!